Week 13, start bench advice, baby. Here we are walking into week 13. Yet another week, a lot of dilemmas, injury news. We'll break down as much as I can, and then we'll answer super chats and have a good, hour and 40 minutes before kickoff. That'll give us some time to make sure you are right-sized walking into your week number 13 matchup. Appreciate you. The Fantasy Football Show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over as much as I can, as fast as I can. Keon Coleman expected to be active. I'm going to read through much of this. I'm not going to put a lot of graphics up. I'm just going to blast through everything I have. Wan'Dale Robinson, ankle removed from the injury report, will play week 13. So Wan'Dale should have a day. Tyler Warren, illness, will play week 13. Tom Pelissero reports there's cautious optimism, though, that Tyler Warren will play. I apologize. Let me rephrase that. Cautious optimism. Tyler Warren plays week number 13. That's not very, very solid information. If you've got, we seem to have a lot of Tyler Warren Gadsden people out there. I'm leaning toward Gadsden right now, with Tyler Warren being cautiously optimistic for week 13. I'm not saying that Tyler Warren should be sat in other situations. Maybe you're looking at a tight end option that's like outside the top 12 or 13 or 14. I'd probably play Warren, but, this is something that, you got to kind of roll the dice of not playing a guy named Tyler Warren who could go out and eat 3 biscuits in one game. He could have the Jordan game, the flu game. We have no idea. But if you're in a situation when you've got Gadsden's a pretty clear and safe option. Strange would be nice. Strange, Gadsden, these are all pretty solid options. But I think once we get past like the top 12 guys, then it becomes tough to sit Tyler Warren. Jalen McMillan, the wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, remember him? Could begin practicing this coming week. Aaron Rodgers has several broken bones in his left wrist. He has been cleared to play this week after missing week 12's matchup against the Chicago Bears. Let's see here. Pete Carroll, defensive coordinator. We don't need to worry about that. Shedeur, we don't need to worry about that. Chris Olave expected to play week 13. Bucky Irving expected to play week 13. They're going to roll with the hot hand approach for the Buckmeister. And if Bucky gets going, and that's good news for people that think that's bad news. It's not bad news. It's good news that Bucky's being thought of as a hot hand player, because it's not that Bucky's not their star or their starter. They're just saying Bucky's probably going to be limited, right? Unless the hot hand enters the equation that is Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving, and Bucky goes out there and explodes and has that hot hand going, then they're going to stick with Bucky Williams, a.k.a. Bucky Irving. So expect that. Zonovan Knight is expected to play. So there's that. And then we're going to pull up a bunch of other news that is lingering out there in the fantasy football world. And we'll just keep ripping through everything. There's so much to go over. Bucky Williams to the moon. Bucky, get buckied. All right, so here's everything from X and aka Twitter in that space right now. Keon Coleman, as I said, active for week 13. Brandon Cooks expected to be active for week 13. Tyler Warren will play according to Pelissero, but again, we had that other report saying that there's cautiously optimistic talk going on. Tyler Warren's good to go. You got to start him if you've got him and you don't have Gadsden. If you got him and you don't have a better option, like Hunter Henry's interesting too, because he played so well last week. But Tyler Warren, if you don't have at least a Gadsden or a Strange or obviously anything above that, you almost have to go Tyler Warren. He's expected to play. There's a lot of cautiously optimistic stuff being thrown around, but let's see here. Cardinals, Jacoby Brissett starts for the Arizona Cardinals while Kyler Murray is eligible to return next week. The Bills expect both Brandon Cooks and Keon Coleman to play today. Keon Coleman will play. There's a lot of Keon Coleman news this morning. I don't know. Does that mean he's going to finally pop back into the spotlight? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to trust him, that's for sure. A lot of Tyler Warren news. That's been big stuff for the last hour because of that cautiously optimistic situation. Jaden Daniels' left elbow has a chance to play week 14. Will be out this week 13. But McLaurin is back. Let's see here. What would it take for Liam Cohen to take his shirt off in the locker room is a topic on NFL CBS. I don't know what his answer was. Does anybody know what his answer was? I have the volume down here. But Liam Cohen, it's asking him how much, what is required to become Ben Johnson? That's pretty much everything that we haven't already covered. So as you guys know, Baker's going to play. As you know, Kamara is out. I'll read off a few of the other things that we talked about yesterday, just in case any of you missed yesterday's news and you need a little wrap-up of everything. Bucky's going to play, hot hand approach. Drake London will not play. Alvin Kamara will not play. Baker Mayfield will play. That's great for Ibuka. Chris Godwin will play off the injury report. BTJ will play, removed from the injury report. Jalen Waddle will play, removed from the injury report. Bowser, the Bowser Meister over in Minnesota will start week 13 for the quarterback position, and hopefully he becomes some diamond in the rough and gets JJ the football as much as JJ can handle. Devin Neal will play, as Alvin Kamara will not. Marvin Harrison Jr. will play. Amon-Ra St. Brown will miss 1 to 2 weeks. We know that. Darren Waller will play. Kenneth Walker will play. Marion Hampton will not play. And Vidal is a very nice start this week. That's pretty much everything that I think in conjunction with yesterday that will help serve you this morning. And I'll certainly keep refreshing the Twitter and X spaces right now for more information as it comes rolling in. Let's hit these supers as quickly as we can get through them in order in which they're received. Austin with the $4.99 says full PPR, pick one running back and one flex. Brees, Harvey, Bucky, K9, Gainwell, Franklin. Hard not to consider Gainwell with PPR upside. Brees, hard to trust. I get where you're coming from, and for that reason, I'm very okay with you choosing one of these to be Gainwell, and your gut's telling you that. I think if it were me, I would go Harvey and Brees Hall personally. I think Harvey and Bucky would be another consideration for me before I'm going Gainwell. But, bro, Gainwell could be very good. He's getting so many targets, 6, 10, 8 targets. Like, he's just a target hog. But I'm going to go Harvey in this game. I'm not waiting this whole time to not play Harvey when he's getting full volume or tons of volume, which I think he will. Brees Hall is hard to sit. Bucky's hard to trust, but I love Bucky. I think I go Brees and Harvey for me. But Bucky or Brees is really the only dilemma for me. Guys, vote Bucky, Brees Hall, Gainwell, pick one. Let's lock in Harvey, in my opinion. Bucky, Brees Hall, Gainwell, pick one. Chat, vote for Austin. Let's give Austin as much help as we can. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate you. PPR start Olave, rain game, or Jets. Or Jettas. I'm going to go Jettas. I'm not sitting Jettas. Olave, been banged up. Jettas is just a player I'm not sitting. It is what it is. Start Brissett or Baker. Probably Brissett. Brissett safer right now, bro. Devin Neal or Debo. Probably go Neal for safety. Debo for upside, higher swing, little chance of rain in his box score. Not necessarily in the game, but in his box score. It could be a chance of a cloud. But more upside. So I would go Debo personally, but this is a tough call. Nico or Buka, we've got this question 1,000 times this week. The answer, there's no real good answer. The answer is that Nico's probably safer. He's been doing it while Buka has not, but Buka will rebound, and you're probably going to have Buka on your bench the week that he bounces back. Having this dilemma TM42, I know you probably try to trade, but this is going to be something that's going to make you upset every week. You're going to get this wrong nearly 50% of the time. I guess everybody, because we polled it, the whole chat leaned Nico because Nico's been doing it. Buka hasn't. That's the only thing you can go on. They're both absolute top 5 capable wide receivers. Having either one of the bench is a travesty. Start at my flex. Michael Wilson, Vidal, Shakir, DK. I'm going to go Vidal for safety. Michael Wilson for higher upside. Little more risk because MHJ is coming back in the dynamic. It's knocked off kilter, but I think Vidal gets a lot of steady work. So either way, you're good. I don't think there's a wrong answer between those two, but it would be between those two for sure. This one here, Kittle, Gadsden, or Neal. I'm probably going Kittle. I mean, how can you not? But I do love, Gadsden a lot this week. Buddy wants to trade CD plus Chase Brown for Brees and Rice. No way. Not a chance. I think that Rice is right there with CD, if not better. I mean, you could definitely say that, but I think they're dead even. And then give me Chase Brown over Brees Hall. I just trust that situation a lot more. My other receivers are Buka and T. Higgins that may give you. Yeah, I'm not. I'd rather have Chase Brown and CD, but it's really close, bro. I love both sides. I do. PPR, full PPR, one, flex one. RJ Harvey, Bucky, Rico, or BTJ. Rico's your safe play. Harvey's your high upside. Why you're in this situation is beyond me. Versus trading, and consolidating. But look, it is what it is. I keep saying that over and over, and you guys are like, I tried, Smitty. I get it. And there's nothing wrong with depth, but it certainly makes these questions really tough, and it makes it hard for you to get it right every week, even with groupthink. I would probably lean toward Harvey for big swing, huge risk. You got to know what risk you're playing with, though. This is like you saying, I don't want to cash out when I can get, a cash out on this contest right now. I want to let it ride. That's RJ Harvey. Rico is safer. Tough matchup though, but safer. Volume's going to probably be there. I don't think he's in a committee like anybody else thinks. I'd probably go RJ Harvey, but I'm crazy. I also don't want to watch RJ Harvey go nuts on my bench. Start one, Debo, Higgins, or MHJ. I think I go MHJ here, but it is a risk. Debo's certainly safer, but MHJ for me. Would you roll Jalen Warren or Michael Wilson? Michael Wilson's been doing it. I'm not sitting Michael Wilson in this scenario. I think he just continues to drop fire, bro. Judkins or Vidal. I'm going to go Judkins. Weather's kind of like intriguing, but also concerning at the same time. But, we've seen big weather games produce lots of running. So I'm going to go Judkins. Start two, Hendy, Harvey, Dowdle. I'm going to go Hendy and Harvey, final answer. But I do love mother freaking Dowdle regardless. Like, this is one of those things, again, you're putting yourself in this position. You're just asking me to help try and navigate it the best we can. Sit Dowdle, Hendy, or Harvey. Hendy and Harvey for me, but love Dowdle. If it wasn't for the matchup, I'd be probably, in a much bigger dilemma. Fannin is the player we're starting at tight end over Otten, in my opinion. We got more news here. Bam Knight active for week 13. Marvin Harrison Jr. illness active for week 13. He's listed as illness, but it was appendix. Chigakonkwo foot. Ao Manor hamstring active. Jalen McMillan to have practice window opened. Baker Mayfield shoulder active. Good thing there's no setback with Baker. Mike Evans collarbone could return in the coming weeks. He's a guy you need to make sure you're looking at to pick up. Mike Evans, definitely a good snag right now. Bam Knight, as I said, active. Chris Olave active. Let me put this on screen. This is a pretty good summary of all of this is from Adam Schefter. Good little summary of all the inactives and non-active players that just kind of puts it all into perspective. Let me drag this on screen and then we'll continue with the super chats. Appreciate every single one of you dropping super chat glory on screen. Here you go. So Baker, Baker, Bucky, Marv, Bam, Warren, Olave, Okonkwo, Manor, active. There you go. That kind of helps. Helpful little Shefty tweet. This next one, start 3, Godwin, BTJ, Mechie, and McLaurin. I'd probably sit Godwin until I'm feeling really confident with his workload. But that could backfire. I guess if you wanted to go with Godwin at all, then sit Mechie. But, I mean, Mechie's play well, but he's also not exactly like a lock to me. Is it crazy I want us to bench JJ for Michael Wilson? No, it's not. I think a lot of people might do that. In fact, let's vote on it. DTX is asking for your help. Can I get at least 10 votes? JJ, Justin Jefferson, or Michael Wilson? Please vote in the chat for DTX. Let's get a chat vote on that one. PPR, start 1, Sutton, Judkins, or Michael Wilson. I'm going to go Judkins for a little bit higher risk because of the weather, and Michael Wilson safety. But I'd probably go Judkins personally. But that's such a close call, bro. Strange, Harvey, or Hawkinson. I'm going to go, or Henry, sorry. Strange, Henry, or Hawkinson. Henry was great last week. That's tough. I'll tell you this. I've been saying Strange is a top 7 to 10 tight end at lock all week. I've got Hunter Henry in one league, an important league of mine, and I looked and Strange was on the waiver wire, and I was, I'm talking Strange up as a top 6 to 10 tight end all week, and I picked him up, but I haven't made the switch yet. I'm not guaranteeing I'm not, but I couldn't do it last night. I was going to switch him out, but I don't think I'm going to. Hunter Henry, 100 yards and a touchdown. I mean, it's a lot to like about both these guys. I'd probably lean toward Hunter Henry right now because that's what I'm doing currently, but I might switch that before kickoff myself, so you need to keep considering that. Chat, Hunter Henry, or are we going with Strange? Hey, Smitty, non-PPR, flex help. Woody, JJ, BTJ. I'm not sitting Justin Jefferson. I'm just not doing it. I mean, I can't. I'm just not doing it. Pick my flex and my wide receiver 2 now that MHJ is back. Wilson, BTJ, Franklin, Genty. Let's go Genty, and I'd probably go Genty and Wilson for safety, Genty and BTJ for high risk, high reward. So if you want safety, go Wilson. If you need safety, go Wilson. If you're projected to win, go Wilson. Or switch it to BTJ if you need a big swing. Start 2, number 1, Dowdle, Harvey, or Judkins. I think I'm going Harvey here. Number 2, Harvey, Sutton, Wandell, Keenan, Allen. Now, here's what I might do. I've been saying Harvey all morning, but I think because you've got a lot of Harvey here, and these are 2 separate situations, I might go Harvey in the bottom one, and I might go Dowdle in the top one, just to hedge a little bit. And there's still all good options, but I think that's what I would do. PPR, DK, Debo, or BTJ. Give me BTJ for upside. Give me DK for safety, but a little less ceiling. And Sanders or Mariota, I'd probably go with the weather. I'd probably go Mariota, bro. But both those quarterback options are really bad. I just don't know if Sanders is going to... Might have a good, surprising game, but could it be good statistically in the weather? Probably not. Howdy, but you never know. 0.5 PPR. Need 2, running back 2, wide receiver 2, and a flex between Henderson, Hall, Egbuka. Pretty easy call for me. I'm going Henderson, Hall, Egbuka, not even thinking about it. Those are studs. You always start your studs. Warren's great, but he is a flex option here, not a tight end. PPR, start 3, Genty, Hendy, ETN, Harvey. Probably going to sit... Oh, boy. Come on, bro. I think sitting Harvey's your smarter call. Sitting Genty is your high risk, high reward call. It's high risk because of the volume is probably there. I don't know what I would do. Chat, who are we sitting? Sit 1. Genty, Hendy, ETN, Harvey. Sit 1. Genty, Hendy, ETN, Harvey. Sit 1, please. Good Lord, bro. Vidal or Dowdle, but I like both. Marvin Harrison Jr. or Diggs, Kincaid or Fannin. Probably going to roll with Fannin right now. And then I think I'd go Marvin Harrison Jr. Thank you, pal. Appreciate you. This one here from Marcos. Marcos, appreciate you as well. Ladder and Woody for Buka. I'd rather have Buka unless you're like in dire straits and you need this running back. But Ricky, my boy Ricky, dropping fire here. Buka or Genty? Give me Buka. Keenan or Debo? Give me Debo. And Rams or Pats? Give me Rams. But those are all really, really close calls, my boy. Thank you for the super chat. Ricky to the moon. Dart or Stafford? Stafford, you can't sit him. Start 2, MHA, Harvey, Hendy, Judkins. I'm going Harvey and Hendy, but Judkins and maybe Hendy are safer. Harvey, Hendy are your higher risk, higher reward situation. And pick 2, Judkins, Igbuka, Michael Wilson. I'm going to go Judkins and Buka. Worried about Baker, limited arm strength and injury. Well, then sit him, but I'm not sitting Buka. But if you're worried about it, it's going to keep you up at night. If it ends up going awry and you're like, I knew it, then go with what you think. But I'm not sitting Buka. You not a chance. Sorry, Smitty, meant to say trade my Rice and Hall to acquire CD and Brown. Well, it doesn't really matter because I told you which side I like better. So I would take CD and Brown. Does that change the way you make the trade? No, because I want the better side. My boy Austin. Austin, appreciate you. I think you mean based on the team you gave me, but I'm not saying I don't make trades or make trades without knowing teams and considering that, but I'm still taking Chase Brown and CD. Like none of it changes, not to mention, it's positionally equal. So there's nothing like your team doesn't even matter in the question in a sense. I know that sometimes people are like, I don't want to stack too many Cowboys or I don't want to do this or that. But, I mean, it doesn't change, the trade. I like the side I like. Flex, thank you for the super chat and dropping another one. Flex 0.5 PPR, Bucky, Waddle, Wilson, Woody. Jeez, bro. I guess give me Bucky and Wilson for high risk, high reward. Give me Waddle and Wilson for steady Eddie, safe play. A little less upside though. I think I do Bucky and Wilson personally. But that's really, really tough, bro. Really tough. Start 1, Judkins, Harvey, Neal. Harvey's your high risk, high reward play. I play Harvey. Judkins is a little bit safer. The weather's both concerning and kind of intriguing because weather games can do that. Start Strange if I'm starting BTJ or roll with Otten. I'm not playing Otten because there's someone else in the lineup. I'm playing Strange. But I don't know who else you have a wide receiver, but need a flex PPR. Ladd, Vidal, Diggs, also Neal or Debo. We said Neal for safety, Debo for high risk, high reward because he doesn't have JD5 back. I'm going to go Debo personally. And then PPR, Ladd, Vidal, Diggs. I go probably Laddie Boy or Vidal. They're both pretty close. I think you might get a dead even, point total there. Guys, vote Ladd or Vidal. And we got Apex dropping 10 gifted memberships. Apex, appreciate you.
You've just been...
Apex to the moon. Need a flex, PPR, Ladd, Vidal. Yeah. Guys, vote Ladd or Vidal, please. That would help Zach out a ton. Thank you, Apex. Appreciate you dropping fire. Need a flex, full PPR, Kyron. BBQ dropping a 20. I'm sorry, BBQ. I just saw the $20 hauler. $20 haulers get immediate attention. BBQ, thank you. You said Buka or Harvey. Need upside. I can't sit Buka. I just can't. I want Harvey in there, though. How do we not have Harvey in there? BTJ or Debo, leaning BTJ. I agree with you. I lean BTJ. Give him one more try. Stranger Henry. I ironically just talked about that. I think I lean Henry. I got the same situation, and I can't put Strange in for Henry because of Henry's big game. So I'm leaning Hunter Henry as well. Buka for me. I love Harvey, but I feel like there's as much upside there as there is, safety. So I think it's a combination. Need a flex, full PPR, Kyron or Laddie Boy. I'm going Kyron here, but I do love Ladd this week. Need a flex, full PPR, Kyron or Ladd. I just did that one. Okay. Thank you very much for the super chat. Panic on London, of course. Also need Baker this week. Also need Bo or Baker. I'm going to go Bo. Bo, the matchup is great for Bo. Go Bo. He's top 6 quarterback anyway. But London, of course, there's panic. There's a chance they could slow roll him back and never bring him back at all. This is why he's been a big trade piece. We said trade him, get rid of him before the deadline. We've been saying that for weeks. Get rid of London. Go get something safer. You don't know how this is going to play out. So absolute panic. T-Mac or Lad. I'd go Lad for me. I'd go Lad. I like T-Mac, though. I think they're both really good. T-Mac's the kind of guy, like, you could really regret sitting him, though. You could also regret sitting Lad, but I guess T-Mac could be safer, maybe. So T-Mac safer, Lad higher risk, higher reward. So you got to pick your poison. I wish sometimes there weren't double talk, wishy-washy answers like that, but there are. Vidal and Warren, running back 2. Give me Vidal. This week, scale of 1 to 10, how much would you like Woody? We're going to go 7.2. 7.2 on the Woodmaker, the Woodmaster, the Woodchucker. You know, it's not ever really about him. It's just the situation, the volume, the type of carries, the play calling. MHJ or Shakir, I'm going MHJ. Hendy or Genty, I'm going to go Hendy. I'm going to do it live. What great options. Superflex, MHJ or Rico, I would probably go Rico. Would you flex Rico and start MHJ over Stroud? The other QB is Mahomes. Like a Superflex move, it depends on the quarterback scoring. If Stroud in a decent game is blowing MHJ out of the water, if MHJ has 90 and a touch, then I'm going to go quarterback. So it comes down to your Superflex quarterback scoring. You got to go quarterback if that quarterback scoring is very, very conducive to big games for quarterbacks, even when they're mediocre. So you got to look at your scoring. If not, if it's like, okay, Stroud has 2 TDs and 300 yards and 1 interception, but he doesn't blow MHJ out of the water with 95 catches, 90 and a touch, then you got to go MHJ. But it comes down to scoring. Rico for me, my boy. On the other question, one running back, 1 flex. I'm going to go Bijan and Hendy and Harvey. Oh God, Bijan and probably Hendy. But sitting Buka, shame on you. Sitting Harvey, shame on you. What are you doing, bro? Why did you trade? Don't tell me you couldn't trade that. That's too much talent. You're overdosing on talent, bro. Dynasty, 3 future first rounders for Neighbors and Hunter. Depends where the first rounders are. If you had a chance to get a couple like 1.1, sure. But I don't know that I'm trading Neighbors. I know it's easy to trade them right now. Everybody's disappointed in them. I wouldn't trade Neighbors, bro. It depends. If you're rebuilding too, I guess maybe. But that's ridiculous. That's a lot. Smitty, Cleveland weather, in your opinion, change anything with the situation? I mean, we've talked about the Cleveland weather a ton. Husseini and I wish we had better weather reporters because we've got Kruger, who says things are great. Sunny, sunny in Cleveland. Start Genty. Okay, so Husseini's question, $20 hauler
alert.
At that.
Alert.
Husseini's question is a good one. It's a fantastic one. We're going to get all morning long. Cleveland weather changes a lot, but Genty, Harvey over Judkins. I'm going to say, chat, can we rank Genty, Harvey, Judkins in order considering the weather? The weather is intriguing and concerning. Weather games like this can sometimes make a running back have 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, or 90 yards and 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns rushing, because it's all they can do to get it into the end zone is run the ball. So can I get a rank on these 3 individuals right here? Genty, Harvey, Judkins. Genty, Harvey, Judkins. Please rank in a row. Right side golf says I'm in Cleveland. What do you guys need to know? We know it's bad weather. We're joking because Kruger gave us horrible weather reports yesterday. We didn't trust him. We checked it out and we're like, he's wrong. But it's just funny. Harvey, Genty, Judkins says Jonathan. Genty, Harvey, Judkins says Travis. Harvey, Genty, Judkins says Eyes. I'm gonna go Genty, Harvey, Judkins in that order. I think that's what Travis had, and I agree with that. I love Judkins, but there's a lot of dilemmas, bro. Like, think about it from this perspective. Shador in the lineup. Tough situation. Niners are playing well. Shador's got to get first downs to keep the ball so that he can run Judkins enough. And how many 3 and outs will we have? So I don't know. Then again, it's like you hear bad weather reports. Bad weather, and it's not even that bad weather. Like you're watching the game, you're like, this doesn't even feel like everybody's been reporting. So it's hard to say. It might not be any. It might even be that much of a hindrance. we don't know. We've heard 20, 35 mile per hour gusts of wind. Let's see if we can get Kruger. We can't trust Kruger very, very much with this weather, but we'll ask him one more time. Kruger.
Hey there, Smitty.
What's the weather update in Cleveland for the Cleveland Brown Niner game, specifically during that game? And only ask your trusted source. Last time you gave us some sunny BS on the weather, and it ended up being you were wrong. Please check your very trusted Cleveland Brown weather report for the Niner Browns game, and give us some wind predictions as well. Go.
All right, Smitty, I've got the real deal for you this time. For the Browns-Niners game, it's looking overcast and pretty chilly, low 30s Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be strong, around 30 miles an hour, with gusts up to 45 miles an hour. And there's about a 30% chance of some rain mixed with snow. So, yeah, definitely a bit of a rough weather game, and that's straight from a trusted source.
And what's your take on starting like Quinshon Judkins, the rookie running back for the Browns, in that weather? Shedeur Sanders, the rookie quarterback. Niners are the defense. The weather's a consideration. Moving the chains is a consideration. Some running backs doing well in weather games like that, some not. What is your take, Krug? Give us your opinion on Judkins and what he could do in that weather.
All right, Smitty. Absolutely. Let's crank this up to triple speed and dive right in. So given the weather, windy, cold, maybe some snow and rain, that's classic run-heavy football territory. A rookie like Quinshon Judkins could actually benefit. The passing game's tough. You lean on your Brown game to move the chains, chew up clock, and keep it safe. And Judkins, if he's the guy getting those carries, could see a decent workload. Now, the flip side is, of course, the Niners defense is no joke, even in bad weather. They can stack the box and say, hey, beat us through the air if you can. But if the Browns are committed to the run and Judkins is trusted to pound the rock, he might surprise some folks. He might not have a massive yardage day, but if they get near the goal line, he could punch it in. So I'd say there's definitely some upside if you're banking on the tough weather, run-heavy script.
I don't know. The thing that's concerning, though, the part that just worries me is I love Shedeur. You know, not that I love necessarily that he'll be amazing as a rookie in these conditions with the setup to failure in Cleveland. But I just don't know if the chains will be moved enough. I don't know. Husseini, I'm going to lean toward what Travis and I just said, and I think a lot of other people said. Genty, Harvey, Judkins in that order. And I didn't even read further on your message, and you said, I have a good feeling about Genty, Harvey this week. So there you go. I mean, that just kind of confirms it. And also, is your opinion to start Warren over Parkinson? I think so. Tom Pelissero gives us a little fear in that whole, cautiously optimistic. But then there's a lot of other Warren starting blasted, reports everywhere. So I'm going to go Warren in that situation. Thank you, Husseini. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Husseini to the mother freaking moon.
You've just been...
Husseini. Brees in the rain or Vidal? I'm going to go Brees Hall, but man, I like Vidal this week. I do like him, but as like a sneakier play. May or Stafford, I'm not sitting. Man, I was about to say I'm not sitting Stafford, but I'm not sitting May either. Chat, Stafford or May? You almost can't go wrong with this, Dave, but this is a group thing. May's been playing amazing. Stafford's been playing amazing. How do you make this call? God, Stafford's been cooking. Can I get a vote, May or Stafford, please? May or Stafford, please. All right. Let's see what the chat says. Vote on that one. Keep voting. Stafford MVP. May, Stafford, Brees Hall, May. Yeah, Yeah, May's probably smarter, but Stafford's a little bit riskier because you're sitting Drake May, who's ranking so high. I would say Drake May is your safe play. Stafford's a little higher risk, a little higher reward. Start 2 PPR, MHJ, JJ, and Michael Wilson, Wandell. Let's go JJ and probably MHJ, but man, Wilson, MHJ, that's a dilemma and a half. I get it if anybody's like, I'll take Wilson for now. I get it. ETN or Harvey. I'm going Harvey, but that's me. You got to trust your gut. Also have Cook in my 1, and Hendy in my 2. I'd go Harvey personally, but that's me. You got to trust your gut, bro. Trust your gut and only your gut. PPR, need 1 wide receiver, 1 flex out of Bucky, BTJ, MHA, DK, and T-Mac. I'd probably go T-Mac and Bucky, personally. That's just me. Start 2 running backs and for safety. I'm going to go Dowdle and probably Bucky. I safety or not, I'm just not starting Jalen Warren, who's also sharing carries, K9, BTJ, or Vidal. I would say Vidal is safest, and Fan and Strange, I go Strange, barely. BTJ and K9 are hard to sit for Vidal, but I just think Vidal is going to have consistent work. But trust your gut, because I'm almost forcing an answer on that one. Start 1, Woody, BTJ, QJ, and Parker Washington. Probably going to go BTJ for high risk, high reward, Woody for safety. There's no good answer here. There's no good answers with some of these. You got to pick safe or high risk. That's the way you're going to have to decide it. RJ Harvey or Rico. I'm leaning Harvey. Love both of them. You should be starting both of them. You should be ashamed of yourself that you got both those options and one can't play. $50 holler from my boy BBQ. Dropping fire. BBQ in the building says, my apologies, Smitty. Didn't have a chance to wish you and yours and the community happy Thanksgiving. Good luck to everyone today. Don't have to apologize on these fronts, my boy. You're the man, the myth, the legend. BBQ is Smitty approved. Always. Michael, Smitty, Olave, Bucky, Jettas, Woody, pick 2. I'm going to go Jettas and probably Bucky. I'm going to roll the dice with Bucky in this situation, but you are not wrong to be considering all of those options. They're all very, very solid. Judkins or Vidal. I'd probably go Judkins here. And I love Vidal as a sneaky play. MHJ, Bucky, MHJ for flex. I'd probably go Bucky. Play Javante and Jacobs running back 2 spot, Rico or Kyron. I'm probably going to go Rico. I just believe that he is a very tough matchup and all. Kyron, damn it. Guys, Kyron or Rico? Rico's matchup is tougher. Kyron's is easier. They both are feared to be in a committee. I don't agree. I think Kyron's in more of a committee than Rico, but I don't really care about the committee in either one because the potent offenses are just producing. The game script could get in favor for Kyron more so or out, because if they're up and crushing in the game, the Rams might run Cora more. They might pull Kyron. They might, who the hell knows? I kind of lean Rico by a hair, but vote Kyron or Rico, please. 10 votes at minimum. Gadsden or Kittle? We're going Kittle. I think. I don't know. That's a tough one. With the weather, you wonder. You know what? God, you know what? Gadsden. I'm going Gadsden. Balls to the wall. Weather be damned, but weather be helpful in the decision to go Gadsden. I believe in Gadsden. Sitting Kittle is so risky. If that weather's great, can you imagine? Rico Kyron's near dead even, and then Kyron just pulled ahead. So if you want the chat's vote, they're saying Kyron. Kyron by quite a bit. Bucky, MHJ, Franklin in the flex. I'm going Bucky. I'm going the Buckmeister. The Buckmaster. Pick up Strange and drop Tucker. Sean Tucker. I have Bucky. I have Fannin and Loveland already played on my bench. Well, that's unfortunate. you got 2 tight ends that already played on your bench. What are you doing? Caleb, appreciate you. Start Debo or Bucky. I'm probably going Bucky and start Judkins. Yeah, you're starting Judkins or Michael Wilson. I'm going Judkins. I think you'll go Judkins. And I guess I take Strange. You kind of have to do that, yeah. I like Strange. Oh, you have Fannin. Okay, I'm sorry. Fannin. Loveland already played in here. I thought you had 2 players on your bench that played. I go Strange over Fannin. I hate to do it, but I do like him over him. Yeah. Thank you, my boy. Dart or Brissett? Probably Brissett. Weapons are there. He's been playing great. ETN, Debo, or Michael Wilson. ETN. Safe play. For sure. Ted McMillan or JJ. Ted's safer. I'd probably go JJ. I'm not setting JJ. I just can't lunchbox. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. Judkins, Gainwell, or Vidal? I'm going Judkins here. But very good question. Very, very good question. Pick 2, BTJ, K9, and Dowdle. Worried about Rico versus LA. I'm sure you are. But I'm going Dowdle for sure if I got 2 options here, bro. I'll probably go Dowdle and BTJ if I'm swinging. Dowdle, K9 if I want a little bit more, I guess, safety. But I'd probably go BTJ, I guess. Bucky, Vidal, or Marks. I'm going to go probably Bucky here. Vidal's a little bit safer if you want safety, though. Fannin or Waller. I'd go Waller. BBQ with the $20 hauler yet again, young man. Yet again.
Alert. Super chat alert.
We also have BBQ dropping 20 gifted memberships.
You've just been Smitty approved.
20 gifted memberships. Silver says, no way I'm starting Rico versus that defense. I don't blame you. But I think they throw the ball to him a lot too, so he's pretty matchup proof. I'm playing May with the injuries on the line. He's going to run more, plus dump offs to Hendy. I expect this game to be high scoring with Dart back. In my opinion, Rams are going to beat boat race. Panthers won't need to deploy the offense. I mean, it's good advice. It's all logical stuff there by the man known as BBQ. This TM42 super chat, MHJ, Woody, or Dortch return yards. That's interesting. You're gonna have to look at that, bro. I don't have your return yards and all your scoring in front of me. So if Dortch is outscoring those boys, like if Dortch is outscoring Woody, you got to roll with them, I suppose. But in a vacuum, I'd rather play MHJ this week overall. But you got to go with the scoring. You know you're scoring more than anybody. So I guess I look at it. Dortch having MHJ come back could take him a little bit out, but he still could do well. Pick 2, Buka, Waddle, or Bucky. I'm going Buka and Bucky personally. But if you want to take Bucky out for Waddle, that's fine. But I'm not sitting Book, bro. It's not happening. Not happening. Book's going, I think, to the moon. CMC might go for 25 points. PPR, says Corey. Maybe. Full PPR, flex, DK, or Marks. DK for me, I suppose, but I like Marks a lot. I just think I'd probably roll DK. We may have wavered on that one a little bit here and there this week. Need a QB, must win Sam Darnold or Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to go Darnold. Trevor Lawrence is not to be trusted right now. He's just not. We need a house call Handy for good measure.
Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby. Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby.
Tyler Warren, illness, Otten, Gadsden. Give me Gadsden. Gadsden, but tough. Tough. The football, baby. Buka, McConkey, Bucky. Ladd and Buka safe. Buka, Bucky, high risk, high reward. I probably lean McConkey and Buka. Standard scoring, pick 2, JJ, Tet, and Vidal. Give me JJ Tet. Thank you for the super chat. Drizzo, appreciate you. This one here I think is clearing out all the supers for now at least. Have to drop Sharps. Have to drop Sharps for a QB next week, May on a bye. Should I drop him now to pick up Tampa Bay D or next week's matchup? I don't think I drop him now because, like, what if an injury happens? I'm more focused on that, you know. So I probably wouldn't drop Sharps now. I think I'll wait. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. And then this one here from Michael. Michael, thank you for the super chat. My boy, pick T-Mac to T-Mac, BTJ, Jennings. I'm going to go T-Mac and BTJ. Take the gamble on BTJ, but T-Mac I'm not sitting. PJ Washington or Tracy fighting for last spot. I'd probably go P Wash. Tracy's tough because, I mean, he's playing well. You know, it's kind of a tough. Let's see here, Tracy. I mean, he's got 19 carries and 20 carries back-to-back games. The problem is he's got no touchdowns to show for. Tough matchup in a sense. You know, New England's just a tough matchup, and the fact that he's getting he's getting targets, receptions, that's coming in strong, and that kind of protects him into this New England game a little bit, right? Because they're going to dump off to him. I mean, he's pretty safe. I'm going to go, you know what? God, I mean, 4 catches, 51 yards, 3 catches, 68 yards in back-to-back games. That no touchdowns on the ground for 2 straight games, and then the 80 and 60 yards. It's not like that's glorious. It's good. It's okay. You know, you're not getting touchdowns, but that receiving production. He's running back 13 and running back 12 in back-to-back games. I guess I go Tracy. I was trying to lean P. Wash, but I think you go Tracy. It's not a guarantee on any side, so you might as well take the guy that's going to get volume on both sides of the game script. Trade Lamar to get Drake May. Yeah, 4 points per TD. May's crushing Lamar right now. I like buying Lamar low, but that's not buying Lamar. You're selling Lamar sky high. Need to sit 2 running backs: Bijan, Hendy, Bucky, Judkins. I'm probably starting Hendy and Bijan, and there's not much you can do about it. Judkins could outscore one of them, but you just got to go with that. My wide receivers already played Buka, so I can only play 2 running backs. Yeah, I think I'm going to Bijan, Hendy. And anything can happen. You can't beat yourself up over it, you know. That's a near impossible question. Bucky or Rico? I think I go Rico with the non-guaranteed. You know, you're just not guaranteed to have the Bucky volume there. In a matchup's bad for Rico, but he's kind of matchup proof, you know. And keep in mind, there was a time where people said, "Oh, you can't start Rico against the Green Bay Packers. You can't." And this is back when the Packers were a brick wall. I'm not saying they aren't good now. I'm just saying at this time of the season, the Packers were a no-go. They were like Houston. You don't start a running back against the Packers during that game against the Panthers. And Rico had two touchdowns and 130 yards. So, Bucky or Rico, I'm going with Rico. I love both of them though. Start 3: Rico, Genti, Bucky, and Olave and Judkins. Rico, Genti, and probably Judkins for safety. I guess I'd go. Yeah, I'd go Judkins for safety. Tough question though. Genti or Harvey. We're going to go Genti for safety, Harvey for high risk, high reward. Your fault for having both of them and only be able to play one of them because they both should be in your lineup. But I think Genti's a safer play. He's still got great upside too. But I love Harvey. They should both be in your lineup. Waller, Fannin, probably going Waller. Waller with the weather and all that, you got to consider Waller the safer play. Pick one, MHJ, Neal, or Wilson. I go MHJ, but I think a lot of people might go Michael Wilson. But I'm going to go MHJ. MHJ or Michael Wilson, Waller, Fannin, Tootin, start one. Man, a lot of MHJ, Michael Wilson questions. I'm probably going to go MHJ or Michael Wilson, Waller, Fannin, Tootin, start one. MHJ. Not saying it's an easy one. I'm just saying. Pick one, DK, Scary Terry, Debo. I think I go DK for high risk, high reward. I go Debo for safety. Because DK's been playing great. DK, the Tennessee Titan receiver. But, Debo's certainly a safer play. But, damn, man. I mean, that's near impossible. All right. Silver's giving someone advice here. I have JJ also. I understand wanting to bench him, but this is the best passing QB he has had all year. He might be, bro. I don't know if we call him Bowser, if he's gonna be any good. We don't really know. You can look at college film and stuff like that, but like you just don't know. I'm hopeful. I just have this weird feeling that like they're gonna be the worst ever. And then JJ McCarthy's going to be ushered back in, or he could be some diamond in the rough, and we're like, JJ just had a solution. This could be Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, not that Brock Purdy's amazing, but the situation where everyone's like, oh my God, did we get a diamond in the rough here? And obviously, I don't think Brock Purdy is, but Brock Purdy might have robbed the Niners of millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Fannin or Otten at tight end. I think I go with the weather. I go, if I've said Fannin over Otten at all this week, I'm changing it to Otten because of the weather. Harvey or Diggs at flex. I'm going Harvey, and I'm doing it live. You know what I'm saying? Doing it live. BTJ or Fannin BTJ. Vidal's a sneaky start. Fannin, Pitts, or Barner? I guess Barner. I like Fannin a lot, but the matchup is not the greatest. That's for sure. Browns or Dolphins? Probably. I don't know. Dolphins are sneaky this week. It's a sneaky play. Browns game, there's a lot of weather, though. I mean, like anything could happen. I guess Browns with that Brock Purdy INT prone. But is Shanahan going to even let Purdy throw downfield? Is it going to be all running? I don't know. KJX, appreciate you, pal. Shakir or Keenan Allen? Probably Shakir, but you never know. And, with Coleman and Cooks being active, it's hard to know. McLaurin or Godwin? I'll probably go with McLaurin right now, but those are very similar players. Very similar players. Phones, we might in a minute, Travis. Yeah, give me a second and we might open up the phone lines. Let's see here. Let me put up some potential picks here. So we got some of my favorite calls of the week. Let me put those up here in a second. We'll put them up here. Rye Guy McFly says starting Tyler Warren with the stomach flu or stream Dalton Schultz. I'm still starting Tyler Warren. Thank you, Rye Guy. Appreciate you dropping that super chat. This one here from Silver. Silver says pick 2, JJ, Wilson, MHJ, DK, Terry. I'm going JJ and probably MHJ here. If you want to go JJ, Michael Wilson, totally understand that. Totally get it. I even convince myself of that every 5 minutes. I'm wavering on Michael Wilson versus MHJ. Ertz or Fannin, thanks, bro. Probably going to go, man. Is there a better option? Because I think both these are tough. I guess I would lean Fannin there. But the weather's definitely concerning. But that's a tough one. That's a real close call, bro. All right, let's get some of these underdog yardage numbers. I mean, look, Judkins. I don't love the Judkins play, and I don't hate it. Again, it's equally intriguing and concerning all at the same time. The Niner game flow and script, Shador set up for failure in Chicago and Cleveland, but we're hoping and rooting for him to succeed. We'll be cheering him on the entire way. He might overcome the setup for failure, by the way. But Judkins, this is a fantastic number for the guy. Let me put the graphic up on screen. I'll throw it up on. Let me see if I can send this over to my screen here. This is probably one of the more intriguing Underdog plays right now. Underdog promo code Smitty. Smash that right there. Higher. Play 5, get 100. Play 5, get 100 on Underdog. Link is in the description of the video. Link is in the live chat being dropped as we speak. There it is. Boom. I'm going to pin said link in the live chat. And that is what we're going to do, is hit some of these hires. I love that one so far. I'll come back to more in a second. Let me get these super chats out. Reason the phone lines may or may not open, Travis, is because I could get so far behind on the super chats. Like right now, just doing that one Underdog piece, I've got to grab these. So usually the phone lines don't open in the mornings, but they might. Let's see what happens. Sent you an offer in the Wild Wild West QB. Michael says, okay, Michael, let me look at it real quickly. Michael sent me an offer in the Wild Wild West. I have no quarterback in that league. Sometimes I can't check until the last second in some of these leagues. I do so many of them. I think I had Flacco in there. Tyler Algier, Stroud, and Higgins, and you want Devontae Adams, Otten, and Tucker. I get it's a super flex, but I'm not. Sorry, bro. I'm not trading. I'm not trading Devontae Adams. I know you want Devontae Adams, but I'm not doing it. I got another one here. Dak Prescott and McLaurin for JD5 and Harvey. That one's interesting in Superflex. Chat, do I take Dak Prescott and McLaurin for JD5 and Harvey? I don't know. That's a tough one. At least it's a decent offer. But I don't know. I do think JD5's back next week. He might not be, though. But I'm in trouble at quarterback. I'm in trouble at quarterback. Let's see here. I've got if JD5 doesn't come back, I mean, I've got nobody. I've got nobody. Got Dak. I got a Dak. I got Yes. Just flex Harvey. But the problem is, Travis, I have no quarterback. Like Flacco was my quarterback. JD5's my quarterback. JD5 might come back, but he might not come back. If he doesn't come back, I have zero quarterbacks. Zero. Dak, McLaurin. I hate doing it, but I probably need to do it. Dak, McLaurin for JD5 Harvey. Yeah, that could really backfire, though. You'll trade me Tyrod. And I don't necessarily need it this week because I already screwed up the QB1 spot, and so that my super flex, I'm already playing a non-quarterback in it. So this week I'm not worried about it. If JD5 comes back, I'll be okay. I think I'm gonna pass on that one. I want to do it, but all right. Let me get back to these supers here. Thank you, appreciate you for your offer, though, Michael. Michael, appreciate you. Apex dropping a 20 watt on screen. Apex doing it live with a $20 holler.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Apex says May or Brissett. I'm going May. Not even a question, even though Brissett could drop fire. I know this sounds silly, but Brissett has outscored him in the last few weeks without. Yeah, I know you're not wrong, because it's like you're judging May on the season. You're looking at top 2 or 3 quarterback production. Then you're like, well, what about Brissett? What would Brissett do if he was playing all year long? The only thing I'd say is that the Cardinals quarterback will eventually get figured out a little bit more. Not saying fully, but I think I'd just go Drake May. But that's me. You're not crazy to do this, but I do think this is when sometimes people can get cute late in the season and they'll make weird moves and they'll be like, why didn't I just But I don't know. Chat, does anybody have a consideration of Brissett over May? I wouldn't. I'm running with BTJ today. That's me. He gets awful tight in secondary. Corners are trash. Put me down for one long score for BTJ. I do see him in the end zone, BBQ, and everybody kind of hit his helmet and everybody like spinning around and the camera going behind and everybody going, BTJ. And he's just kind of like, acting like everything's fine. Like, I've been here the whole time. And we're going to be like, okay, excited for him. But like, bro, continue this on. I could see it. Smitty, what's your take on Waller? I start him in most situations, unless they've got like a stud top 5 guy. I think Waller's a good play. 2 running backs, wide receiver flex, Hendy, Harvey, Buka, JJ, Vidal, Woody, and Bucky. 2 running backs have wide receiver and a flex. I'm going 2 running backs are going to be Hendy and Harvey. My wide receiver is going to be Buka. And my flex is probably going to be JJ. Final answer. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Start your studs. Don't consider JJ not a stud. Standard flex, Rico or Ladd. I'm going to go Rico, but he has a tough matchup, but I'm not sitting him. H13 in the building. My boy right there. Few questions from different teams. PPR, who do you start at tight end? Waller, Henry, or Strange? I'm going to go Henry. And I've said that. So I definitely would say that's where I'm leaning is Henry. But I like Strange a lot. I just think, coming off that big game. Flex, Johnson, Booty, or DK. I'd probably go DK for high risk, high reward. And QJ for safety. Flex Harvey or Debo. I go Harvey. Flex Woody or MHJ. I probably go MHJ. Those are all really close calls, though, so trust your gut. Don't let me change your mind on anything. If you're swaying somewhere, let me help you with that. But I literally had to force most of those. They're so close. Judkins or Bucky. I go Judkins even with the weather, even though I like Bucky a lot. Where Bucky or Olave or Judkins in the flex. I'm going to go probably Judkins in the flex. And then, so pick one, I'm going Judkins. If I had to pick 2, I'd go Judkins, Bucky, but Judkins because he's, going to get the volume. But the weather's a concern, but he's going to get volume. Gadsden or Tyler Warren, I'm going to go Gadsden, but very, very close. Half PPR, Taysom Hill or Kyle Pitts. I'd probably go Taysom Hill by a hair, but it's a high-risk play. I mean, Pitts is high-risk too, though. Like, what do you expect out of him? I go Taysom, but that's risking it a little bit. Pick 2, Buka, Michael Wilson, or BTJ. I go BTJ and Buka. Final answer. I know I might regret it, but I think there is going to be a time where Wilson has nothing and everyone's going to run away from him. I'm not saying that's this game, but I'm certainly not going to, expect it to continue the whole season with MHJ back. Harvey or Henderson. I go Henderson, then Harvey in that order, but I want both of them in my damn lineup. Start Tyler Warren or Jawan Jennings. I think I go Tyler Warren here. I'm not getting too cute with this illness. Start pick 3, Hendy, Harvey, Genty, Bucky, or Judkins, Sapmanungai. I'm going to go Hendy, Harvey, and Genty. Final answer. But, man, if you wanted to sit like Harvey for Judkins, I'd be okay with that. They're pretty dead even. Judkins is a little bit higher risk, maybe more upside. So I'd say Harvey's higher risk, higher upside. Judkins is safer workload, but like tough situation, but safer amount of volume. I tried to trade so I could avoid these kind of things. Got JMO for Zay. Nice job. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough call. I'd probably go Hendy, Harvey, and Genty myself, but the weather could be good or bad for Judkins. If you're feeling good about Judkins at all, sitting Harvey or Genty, probably not Hendy would be the case. But you're talking about splitting hairs, and honestly, you probably score the same amount of points at the end of the day. Had Amon-Ra St. Brown need upside, Wilson or BTJ. If you need upside, you're swinging with BTJ then, bro. Just because he's done it before. He's been able to score like that, the amount of scoring you need. Start 1, full PPR, Terry Johnson, Pierce, Aaron Jones. I can also pick up DK, Higgins, Washington, or Mitchell already. Start 1. I guess Scary Terry. When he plays, he does well. Like he always comes back, looks good. Like I probably go Scary Terry. It's not an easy call though. Judkins or Gainwell. I'm going Judkins. I'm not hesitating on that. I like Gainwell though. Start 2, Devin Neal, BTJ, Rodriguez, Tracy. I'd probably go Tracy and BTJ here. I was thinking running backs Neal and Tracy. I'd do that if you like it. I just, Neal could be pretty good. I'm going to go BTJ. Maybe go the running backs for safety. I would go BTJ in place of Neal if you need a big swing. Jawan Johnson or Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren. I'm not getting that cute with Tyler Warren this week. Hunter Henry or Waller coming off injury. I go Hunter Henry. He just had 100 and a touch, bro. Must-win game Shador or the Bromeister. I'd probably go... Guys, Shador or the Minnesota Vikings unknown. Which QB are you starting? I guess Shador, bro. Start 2, Bucky, Sean Tucker, Sharps, or Walker. I'm going to go Bucky. And, you could go Bucky and Tucker and hedge your bets. Guys, please vote. Bucky, Sean Tucker, Sharps, or Walker. Do you go both Seattle backs to hedge your bet or both Tampa Bay backs to hedge your bet? Or do you mix them and which ones do you start? Please, can I get at least 10 votes on this one? This one's really tough. Mechie, Tootin, Tucker, Algier from Markin. I guess Tootin, bro, but damn, I don't know. Mechie might be safest, then Tootin in that order, but I'd probably go Tootin because I'm crazy. Bucky Walker. Seattle versus, the Bromeister is tough. Walker, Bucky. I'd say Walker, Bucky seems most logical, but, part of me would want to hedge it, but I don't know. I guess Walker and Bucky, final answer, gold. It's so tough, bro. That question's impossible. I'm sorry, bro. I wish I had a more concrete answer. Up 79 to 9.8. Have 6 guys left. He has 9. If I win, I secure first. Had Johnson starting, would you play DK? I think Johnson's a safe bet. DK's higher risk, higher reward. I think I don't know. Chat DK, Tennessee Titan receiver, or would you play Quentin Johnson, who can fail you at any moment or have a touchdown at any moment? I'm going to go DK. I really like him. He's been a kind of a nice play for the show all the last couple of weeks, and he's delivered, Start 2, Bucky, Sean Tucker, Sharps, Walker. This is the one I just did, right? Yeah. I don't know, bro. Chat, what did the chat say on this one? I think it was a lot of Walker and Bucky, which makes sense, But hedging it is not crazy either. If you need the safety factor, I guess you go Walker and Sharps. That'd probably be the safest approach. Have to bench 1, Breece Hall, Harvey, Ladd, or Kyron. I'd probably bench Ladd in this situation or Breece Hall. I'm not benching Kyron or Harvey. I'd probably bench Ladd, I suppose, but damn, bro, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. 1 running back, 1 flex, Bucky, Marks, Buka, Olave, PPR. Thank you, Rock Out. Appreciate you. 1 running back, 1 flex, Bucky, Marks. I'm going to go Buka and Bucky. Final answer. It is what it is, man. You're risking the biscuit a little bit. Fade, appreciate your blank super chat. Make sure you include it. And you did in this next message. Thank you, pal. T-Mac or Franklin. I'm going T-Mac. You can't sit T-Mac. You can't. Start 4, Michael Wilson, Dowdle, Olave, Bucky, Hendy, Harvey. Hendy, Harvey, Dowdle locks for me. And I'm going to go Bucky over Michael Wilson for big risk. If you want safety, go Michael Wilson over Bucky. So I think, with the kind of risk you have going, like, it wouldn't be crazy to go Michael Wilson for safety. But if you want to swing with Buck, swing with the Buckmeister, bro. I would probably swing with the Buckmeister, personally. But I think those are the locks. Around him, those are the locks. Then it's just Michael Wilson, Bucky preference. Buka, Vidal, or Michael Wilson, pick 2. Give me Vidal and Buka. But hard to say that with, like, uber confidence. You know what I'm saying? Full PPR, start Rome. Sat Rome, sorry. Start Franklin or Jalen Warren or Gainwell. Probably Gainwell. Gainwell's going to get consistent work. I like Gainwell a lot this week. Start 2, Dowdle, Judkins, Kenneth Walker, Vidal. Let's go with Judkins and Dowdle. Final answer. Not much of a hesitation either. Hey, Smitty, Rome, Sutton, Chris Rodriguez, Tootin flex for week 14. Well, I hate to break it to you, Rome's not an option. I would probably go Sutton and then Tootin in that order. Oh, week 14. I'm sorry. I don't know. Can we get to week 14 before we start going into week 4? Because I'm not breaking down anything yet on that. Like, I'd have to... if I'm just spitballing it, I'm going to say probably Sutton. But if Tootin gets a foothold in this one, I'm going to start swinging that way again. So let's just wait until next week. It's good. It's never bad to ask. Like, I'm not mad super chatting. But I don't want you to lock it in, I guess is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not mad that you're asking. I love talking all kinds of ball, bro. But I just don't want to be... I don't want you to hold me to this when we're going to see a bunch of production and get to... reevaluate things a little bit. So right now I'm going to lean toward, I hope I'm saying Tootin, but probably Sutton for right now. And then if Sutton drops in, nothing burger this week, then we got to reevaluate that. PPR, Flex 2, Aaron Jones. Thank you for that super chat, though. Flex 2, Aaron Jones, MHA, Debo, or DK. Let's go with MHJ and Debo for safety. Also, can still trade in this league. Henry, Jacobs, and Rashee Rice, BTJ, Debo. Do I sell BTJ after this game? I think he gets over the 15 points. Yeah, I probably would. Like BBQ, I think he has a good day, but I don't know if I trust him after that. I'd trade him as best I can. Aaron Jones could have a touchdown and a decent day. Debo could score. Like, those are all good players to package together to go get one player. And I bet there's a running back or two that will struggle. Like, what if Kyron did bad again? What if Dowdle does bad because of the matchup and you can buy Dowdle, etc. Like something like that for sure. I think definitely in the smart mindset there. Appreciate you. Pitts, Ertz, Fannin. Let's go Fannin despite the weather. Aloha, Smitty, number one in the business. Thank you, Scotty. Trust your gut because that weather is really bad, but I'd probably lean Fannin there. PPR, MHJ, Michael Wilson, or Shakir. I'd probably go MHJ. But I get the Wilson intrigue. If you want to go safety, I guess Wilson. But I would probably go MHJ, personally. I just think MHJ is maybe getting a bad rap right now because he hasn't been in there. And I get it. I'm mad at him, too. I'm totally judging the hell out of the guy. Like, what are you doing? You pick up the pace, my boy. Get in there and do your work because we're all waiting for you. And your opportunity's here, and you're sleeping at the wheel. I don't care if he's injured or not. He needs to get out there. Like, this is it. You got the opportunity. Best ability is available. Availability. Drop Tucker for DK or Neal. Flex Vidal or Gadsden. I'd probably go Vidal. And I don't know if I'm dropping Sean Tucker right now. I think I just hold him. Neal's decent. If you want to go get Neal because of the Kamara injury, but like Kamara might play again, and I don't know. I'd just say no. I'd rather have Sean Tucker because if something happened to Bucky, Tucker would go to the moon. I don't care if Tucker didn't do what we want him to do in one game. I still believe in him. Rico Dowdle against the Rams, 59 yards. I don't know if I love that higher, but I love the player. Puka touchdown. I'm just looking at all these hires on Underdog. Guys, Underdog promo code Smitty. That link is pinned in the live chat. The link is being dropped fresh in the live chat as well. It's in the description of the video. Code Smitty gets it done as well. Just use code Smitty to get play 5, get 100. If you're concerned about your game, please hit that number or text below. Appreciate everybody being in the building. Let's see what other stats I like here for some of these guys, these hires. Damn, man, some of these are tough. They're high numbers. Like 82 yards rushing for what's his face? James Cook. That's respectable. Genty 55 yards. I like that one as well. Let's put that one on screen. Genty 55 yards on Underdog higher. Love that. Genty, let's put that one up on screen. All right, so let me send that one over to my system and we'll set it right here. So we got Judkins, 67 yards. I think he gets that. Genty, 55 yards. I love that. That's a great one. And then Harvey, man, this Harvey one's nice too. Harvey, 58 yards rushing. He'll probably get that. I'm not saying these are locks, but these feel pretty solid. I like all these right here. We could throw some receivers up here, or I might just spit them off rather than put them on screen. All right, here's some rushing ones, these yardage hires that I like a lot. So Judkins 67.5 higher, Genty 55.5 higher, and Harvey 58.5 higher. I like those a lot. Those are pretty solid. I like those. This one here from Connor. Connor says start 2. Vidal, Michael Wilson, Bam Knight, Troy Franklin. Pretty easy for me, Vidal and Michael Wilson. Bam's been banged up. I know there's some intrigue there, but that's what I'm doing. Let me see if there's anybody else. Let me go to these receiving yard numbers. We've got, who's popping off here with these receiving numbers? Nico Collins, 66.5. That's pretty good. I'm going to hit that higher. Adams, 59 yards. Yes, I'll hit the higher on that. Ted McMillan, 59 yards. I'll hit the higher on that. Those are all awesome on Underdog. Rico Dowdle, 18 yards. I kind of want to hit that, but I'm going to keep moving. And BTJ, 48 yards. He should hit that. Let's hit that. And then DK, 32 yards. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit all those. Everything you've heard me say. $5 pays $601 if I hit all those right. And then if I do the flex where I could get one wrong, $5 pays $400. So I'm going to hit that. I'm going to play that one. Let me read them back to you. Judkins over 67.5 higher. Genty over 55.5. Harvey, 59 yards. Nico has to get 67 yards. Adams has to get 60 yards. Ted McMillan has to get 60 yards. BTJ has to get 49 yards. And DK, the Titans wide receiver, needs to get 33 yards. I kind of like that. That's $5 gets 400 on Underdog. That's just a few little ones for you there. I don't know about that 8-player contest, but I do love some of these on screen and a few of the more secure ones. Stroud or Baker. I'm going to probably go Baker, but man, that could backfire. I don't think he's going to go out there and just play bad. I think he could be really hungry in this game. Woody or Sutton. I'd probably go Woody because, I mean, the volume's been there, bro. Sutton, we haven't seen anything. I do think Sutton could have a day, though. You know, I could see Sutton scoring in this game. I really could. Chat, can we vote on this one, Sutton or Woody? I kind of want to start both of them, bro. I like Sutton a lot this week. You're asking me a tough question because I think this is a game people are writing Sutton off. I think Sutton, this is maybe a revitalized game for Sutton, but Woody's a little bit more secure. Vote in the chat, Sutton or Woody. Have Dowdle, Gainwell, and Franklin need one must start. I'm not sitting Dowdle. I don't care what the matchup is. He's practically matchup proof. Again, Green Bay was the toughest matchup anybody could be handed back when they played him. It was a brick wall scenario, and he had 2 touchdowns and 120 or 130 yards. I just got here. Sorry if you've already answered this. 2 flexes, tight end premium, Bucky, Fannin, or Keenan. Tight end premium. I guess I'll go Bucky and Fannin then. Yeah, but I'm definitely starting Bucky. But great question. Tight end premium makes it tough, but the weather's bad for Fannin, but tight end premium, I think it'd take the gamble. Pick 2 wide receivers, 2 flexes, PPR. Probably going to go with Judkins and Bucky for my 2 flex plays. And my 2 wide receivers will be Sutton and probably, man, I'd go Wandell and Sutton. Now, sitting Franklin doesn't feel great, but I don't know if maybe you hedge it. The matchup's so great. You could go Franklin and Sutton, but I'd probably go Sutton, Wandell, Judkins, Bucky. Final answer. But very close call, bro. Very, very close call. Achan and Ladd. Who's even talking about? That must be a trade question. There's no way somebody's asking a start bench Achan question. Full PPR played versus JMO and CD. And when you talk as much as I do, you're bound to say something like that. More often than I do. How many words do you think I say a day? How many hours of live streaming do I do a week? Full PPR played versus JMO and CD, and I have Gibbs and Rome, so I need upside. Need 1. I'm going to go probably Gainwell here, I guess. Gainwell. If you need upside, targets have been there. He's been really, really good. Tracy, Neal, DK, Harvey, pick 3. Harvey for sure. And probably going to sit... Probably going to sit Neal, personally. But it's close, man. Trust your gut. I mean, anything can happen, my boy. Sit 1, Bucky, Harvey, Hendy, Gott, Bijan, running back 1. I'd probably sit Bucky here because the volume's not guaranteed. Perps, where's Perps been?
Super chat alert.
Perps, appreciate you. Perps to the moon, DK or Booty. I'm going DK. Love me some Sunday mornings with Smitty and crew. Anything can happen. Trust your gut, please. Booty could have a touchdown. I really like Booty's a good receiver. He's getting healthier. He looked pretty good. I like him a lot. You got any kind of inclination to go Keyshawn Booty, go Keyshawn Booty. Because I'm literally forcing myself to answer this, but I do like DK a lot right now. So I'm going to go DK. AM Minor should play, so it could hamper him, but I think I'd probably rather have DK by a hair. Until Booty proves back, you know. But he could prove back this week and you wish you started him. I don't know. Chat, DK or Booty? DK or Booty? 0.5 PPR. I need help. Running back 2, Vidal or Harvey? Harvey. And flex, Vidal, Harvey, Michael Wilson or Diggs, and why? I mean, I'd probably say if this is a separate question, I'm going Harvey and Harvey. Or you hedge it, I guess. Harvey and Vidal and just get a good mix of volume. But if this is the same team and you've already got Harvey in the flex, I go Vidal in the next one. I just think the volume's going to be there for both. I think Vidal is going to get volume. I don't know if we get blocking, but he should get volume. And Harvey should get volume. I like Michael Wilson, though. He's not bad. I like Diggs. These are all very close options. You ask me why. I ask you why. Why? I don't know. There's no way to really quantify what player is better for any specific reason when you're talking about these very even Steven moves. Wilson, you've got MHJ returning, but he's been consistent. Diggs, you know what he can do, but will he do it this game? He's inconsistent sometimes as well. He's kind of getting healthier every week, though. I guess you could say that in the second question, if you went Vidal in your running, or if you went Harvey in the running back 1, I wish you would have told me if this is the same team, though. I would say give me Harvey and Vidal, final answer. But you were not crazy to go Diggs instead of one of them. I would definitely not sit Harvey. I can't sit Harvey this week. I will not do it. I don't want to be a part of coming in here and watching everybody else celebrate. It could backfire on you, absolutely, but he's also supposed to get more volume. He's also been, pretty damn good this year in spots where we've seen him deliver. He's had a hat trick before. How many bust players have 3 TDs in one game getting backup, run? I know some people are going to say, but that's when he was effective, is when he was in the change of pace role. Give me a break. They just need to feed him. If they feed him, he's going to explode. Knicks or Brissett? I'd probably go Knicks right now. He's QB6. But I like Brissett. He's been pretty good. He's been real good. Bucky or T-Mac? T-Mac safer. Almost out of here, guys. Almost out of here. Travis, if you want to call in real quick. I'm not going to open phone lines. Travis, if you want to call in real quickly, I think you might have had a question. I got like maybe 3 minutes. And I can help you with that. JJ, Harvey, Hall. I'm probably going Hall, Harvey, then JJ. I don't know. Harvey, probably Harvey, Hall, JJ in that order. But damn, I'm not sitting JJ though. I don't know how you're sitting JJ. Bucky or Woody Marks. I don't know. I'd probably say Woody Marks is safer. Bucky, higher risk, higher reward. There's really no good answer there. Travis, what's up, my boy?
Hey, what's up? Sorry. I was just curious, would you start Jacoby Myers today against Tennessee with a good matchup? or Aaron Jones, who has the bad matchup, but I don't know if they might lean on him a little with the young quarterback in there.
Yeah, I mean Aaron Jones versus who?
It's Seattle, so it's a tough matchup.
No, but who? No, versus what option?
Jacoby Myers.
Oh, okay. I'm going Aaron Jones because he can score. I definitely think Aaron Jones. And Mello says, Smitty, you straight up ignored my super chat. I think not. Dowdle, Gainwell, Franklin need one must start the flex slot. I said this one. I said I would go Dowdle. I'm not sitting Dowdle. I like Gainwell a lot. He's a pretty good play, but Dowdle is a must start for me. Matchup be damned. I even talked about Green Bay. I think you must have taken a potty break, Mello. I did it exactly attack this question. But, a lot of people have asked me very similar questions. It is Dowdle for me. When we're talking about these close call answers, I'm not sitting Dowdle. I'm just not. We've heard it before. Oh, bad matchup. He's not sharing carries like everybody explains he is. He got 6 carries versus Chuba's 3. They didn't run the ball at all this last game. They ran the ball 9 times between the two of them, and Dowdle doubled his rushing attempt. Just because it was 6 doesn't mean that Chuba had 3. And Dowdle was the leading receiver and reception getter. I'm not saying Chuba didn't also catch the same amount of balls, but you're talking about them tying in receptions and Dowdle being the number 1 wide receiver on the roster for in terms of yardage. But I'm not sitting Dowdle. Anybody else wants to sit Dowdle, they can sit him. Green Bay was supposed to shut him down, and he had 120, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's no different than this matchup. BTJ, Woody, Bucky, highest upside, 29% projected to win. I'd probably go. I mean, BTJ's your highest risk, highest reward. You'd be getting 2 points from him, but he has the most upside because I think the volume is there for him. But I probably lean, I guess, Bucky personally. Travis, what else you got?
Just the last one was so I have a matchup where I need in this. I'm so far ahead. I just need safe floor play. ETN or Dowdle or Buka. I have ETN in right now for just like the floor because
ETN, Dowdle, Buka. I don't know, bro, man. Yeah, ETN's got a good floor.
That's all I need.
I'm
projected to win by like 50.
I'd probably go Buka personally, but I mean, ETN is not bad. ETN is probably safe. That's probably your safer play.
Okay.
Harvey, Henderson, I'm going Henderson, but I want both of them in my lineup, Michael. Your mom's ashamed of you. No meatloaf for you. She's going to turn the oven off. That rack of meatloaf that's warming up right now, she's turning it down. There's no way you're sitting one of those guys, but I'm starting Hendy. Bucky or Neil, I'm going Bucky. Travis, Gadsden, we talked about Gadsden and Strange, and I don't know if you heard me say last night, I think it was. Was it last night or this morning? I don't know. I don't know what it was anymore. My days are running together. I said that when I got off the phone, I thought more about it. I'm like, you know what? I really like Gadsden a lot closer. Not necessarily more than Strange, maybe even between the two. And I'm getting the feeling Gadsden's going to have a day. So I've been changing a lot of my Gadsden calls. But let me ask you this. I know you like Gadsden this week too. Gadsden or Tyler Warren? Which one?
I think you just have to play Tyler Warren, don't you?
I don't know.
How good he's been. Are you that worried about it? What are you worried about? Is it because he's sick?
Tom Pelissero's. Tom Pelissero's damn thing today didn't help. And it could be one of those things where we're just like, Tom, what a joke of a report from Tom Pelissero. I mean, we could easily come back in here and say that was a stupid report. Can't believe it influenced anybody. But his report was that they're optimistically, what was it? Let me find it. It's right here. Damn it, where is it at? I want to say it said they're cautiously optimistic about him. But then all the other reports are he's a go, he's playing, he's a go.
Well, 1 hour ago, I just looked it up. He said Tyler Warren is good to go. I didn't see that until now. But.
Yeah, I don't know. Tough call, man.
So what is it? He was just sick, right?
Like, yeah. You just don't know.
Stomach virus. Okay.
Yeah, you don't know what peak he's out of it, though. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You're like in
that's a good point.
thick of it. You have a fever. Like, who knows? But I'd probably say.
I mean, I have both of them in one league, and I'm gonna roll with what's his name, Warren.
Yeah.
But, man, like you said, it sucks not knowing, because who knows if he's been like down and out with a flu, you know.
Yeah.
I guess I guess if you need a huge swing, go Gadsden if you can afford that, you know.
Guys, what would you do? Gadsden or Warren? Gadsden or Warren? All right, Travis, anything else? Harvey or Bucky?
No, thanks, Smitty.
All right, later, bro. I'm going Harvey. Later, bro. I'm going Harvey. I like both of them, obviously, but Bucky's potential limitations and volume would be the only reason. All right, phone lines are closed. I wasn't opening the phone lines, guys. I was just answering Travis real quick. I'm starting Bijan and Kyron. Okay, flex Hendy or Harvey. I'm starting Hendy over Harvey in every question. I love both of them, though. Also, Tyler Warren coming off illness or playing it safe with Gadsden is exactly what we just talked about. I mean, I'm not gonna lean on. I'm gonna lean toward Tyler Warren. At the beginning of the show, when Tom Pelissero said cautiously optimistic about Tyler Warren, we switched it to Gadsden. Now that all the other reports that we're seeing are saying he's good to go, he's good to go, he's good to go, that feels like an update that Tom Pelissero didn't have. I'm going to switch it back to Tyler Warren by a hair, but I love both of them. Flex Hendy or Harvey? Hendy. I'm starting Bijan, okay? Thank you. Appreciate you, bro. So I'm going to lean slightly toward Tyler Warren. Morning to the GOAT. Thank you, bro. Flex Dart or Cousins? Dart. Cousins has the easier. I don't care. Anything's possible. Trust your gut, but I'm not starting Cousins over Dart. Hell no. Woody or Vidal? I would probably go Vidal for safety. Woody's a little higher risk, high reward. And Tet or Michael Wilson. You can't sit Tet. I would go Vidal and Tet personally. I like Woody a lot, though. I go Vidal and Tet, Zach, but that's me. A very, very close call. Very close call. Guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate every single one of you. You guys rock. I'll be back for the afternoon wrap-up show. I'll see you all later. Appreciate every single one of you. We're live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. I'm alive additionally whenever big news breaks. And I'm also live after games. So afternoon wrap-up show will be here right after the afternoon games end. I'm also live at midnight Eastern almost every single night. Good luck to everybody today. Appreciate all of you. You guys are absolutely rock.